this campus, the legends literally cement their handprints on the legacy just a few steps away from Bryant-Denny Stadium. This is the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 7. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will take the first swing of the game. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swag. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll leave it with the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this morning. He wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Lets it fly. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the ground with the back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And they're able to get him down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
They'll try to pound their way in. And he'll find the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
The offense goes as he does, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. The sure hands, it's Harbor. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down, 10 yards to go. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got the quick pass. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you're playing a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. All kinds of room to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out. Fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation who will enjoy this win.
He'll come out throwing on first down.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Quarterback checking off. On the move, it's Sellers. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on second down after the incompletion.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him to force the incompletion.
Almost had to pick There would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession to give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can do it.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He'll throw it down, and he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. The upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Fires to the right. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta?
And he'll glide his way in for the score. Touchdown Tide! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
A strike downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackles.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The aerial assault continues. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Quarterback checking the play. On the run, it's Sellers. Released, and he throws another interception, his third of the night. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Pulls it in, it's ball. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And now on second down for this offense. Give to the back. Runs through a tackle. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Smashes ahead. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch it.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. It's complete to the right. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. He's going to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. Sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him and try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's got him, and they convert. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Just enough time for one final play in this half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. These two defenses have really been up to the task so far, and it's hard to ignore how each of these two secondaries have impacted things. They've stayed true to their assignments, covering each receiver like a blanket. And you know what else they've done? They've wrapped up and tackled. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had the this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Still running at the 40. Can anyone catch it? And he's still on his feet, but finally out of bounds after a terrific run. Big play in the running game for this offense. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Fires into the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. He's at the 50. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Wisconsin dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. It's one game, you don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Looking for room. It's Young. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he got loose, it was all over. That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Motion from the offense. Jet sweep headed to the edge. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on.
Backwards in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there. And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down, you're going to be going for...
Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense out.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got his man all by himself. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Finds him out of the backfield.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. The offense set for a first down play.
Now, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on third down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. And his first throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DB.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming to the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game.
And the pass hits, picked off. And they're third down for us. A good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air. The give to the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Pressure coming. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Offense in an empty set. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Howell. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline and you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Wants to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might get... And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. They knock him down at the 21. He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is what...
And the quarterback is snowed under. A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Stands in and takes the hit. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Feeling some heat. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this would have gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch them with coaches. You're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis.